Socrates, whom the oracle at Delphi had pronounced to be the wisest of mankind, was regarded by Plato as the best of men. He came under the influence of Socrates while as a young man of 20 years of age, and was obviously very deeply influenced by him and by his method of inquiry, that is the Socratic method of inquiry. This method was based on a kind of a debate in which the aim was to demolish the opponent's position by exposing logical flaws in the arguments. Very little is reliably known about Socrates. He apparently lived from 470 to 399 BC, during the Athenian golden age of Pericles, and then during the Peloponnesian War with Sparta. Socrates himself never wrote down any of his ideas, but rather engaged his young followers in endless discussions. Plato reconstructed these discussions in a great set of writings known as the Dialogues, questioning all whom he could induce to listen to him, so that he might arrive at truth, and incidentally exposing the pretensions and revealing the inadequacies of those who claimed to have found it. Socrates was the gadfly of Athens. Socrates wasn't loved by everyone. His unorthodox political and religious views gave the leading citizens of Athens the excuse they needed to sentence him to death for corrupting the morals of the youth of the city. In 399 BC, he was ordered by the then Athenian government to drink a brew of poison called hemlock, which he did publicly in the company of all his friends and foes. Instead of yielding, he preferred a heroic death for the sake of his cherished principles, leaving behind this often quoted example till eternity. This historical event is sensationalized by Plato in his famous work, The Apology. Plato, being a disciple of Socrates for almost 8 years, had undoubtedly a great regard and respect for the wit, the courage, and the knowledge of his teacher. The Socratic doctrine that virtue is knowledge became the cornerstone of Plato's philosophy. Socrates is the main protagonist of Plato's Dialogues. From Socrates, Plato learned the dialectical method of study and discovery of truth. But unlike his teacher, Plato did not indulge in mere discourses on the streets of Athens. Rather, he went a step ahead and not only started his famous academy, but also composed his numerous works that have fortunately been preserved for the posterity.